Well, for those who are watching that aren't familiar with the events that happened in Cincinnati, a deputy sheriff by the name of Larry Henderson, a recently retired 33-year veteran of the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department, was brutally assassinated by the father of someone that was involved in an officer-involved shooting the night before. This deputy had absolutely, we'll get into more detail of it here, but he didn't even know this was coming and was just brutally murdered on the street near Cincinnati, near the University of Cincinnati. So to honor this brave, talented, and law enforcement officer who's been involved in many things besides being street patrol, he's involved in SWAT, bomb squad, raise a glass to his service, to his memory, and for his love.
Here.
So here's to you. And I don't have many. I mean, I have a lot of words that I'm going to say tonight, obviously, but I'm a loss for words. From what I gathered, Tommy, this man was about our age, mid-50s. He was
old as shit.
Recently, yeah, old as fuck. Had a stellar career. Worked, and we'll get more into him in a minute. But why don't you tell us, Tommy, what you know about you and Jason on the ground there? I mean, I'm reading some stuff, but what do you know about what happened? That incident. Jason's going to tell us about some of the aftermath that's been going on.
All right. Well, I'm just going to do it in chronological order. So on May 1st, the Cincinnati Police Department was conducting an investigation into a stolen car on the west side of Cincinnati. There were 4 individuals in that car, and their officers approached the vehicle, and the people that were inside the car jumped out and took off running. The officers gave chase. One of the suspects was immediately seen to have a firearm in his possession that he was running with. And one of the officers yelled "gun" to make the other officers aware. The suspect dropped the gun and then stopped and picked it up and then continued to run. And then at one point during that, he turned toward the officer, and that's when the officer opened fire on him. And this was caught on the officer's body camera. Cincinnati Police Department does a very good job of trying to get ahead of these situations, because unfortunately around our country, people are very quick to judge police departments negatively when these things happen. And so they got the body camera footage together. They had a private meeting with the person who was shot, his family, the next morning with their attorney, and they were shown the video. At some point during the review of this body camera video, the suspect who was killed's dad basically, from what they're saying, quote unquote, couldn't take it anymore, couldn't see any more of it, and stormed out of the meeting.